Welcome back to the Luxury Within. I'm your host, Mr. Luxury. Today, we continue our journey into the heart of what it truly means to live gracefully and to live with calm power. In Part 7, Grace and Greatness, we'll explore how to live with purpose, to rise with dignity, and to serve with a kind heart. Because true greatness is never loud, it's the quiet strength behind every gentle act of love. And in Part 8, the still mind will slow down, breathe, and learn how to stay calm in a world that never stops talking. Because peace isn't found in silence outside, it's created in the stillness within. So, wherever you are, take a deep breath, let go of the nose, and let your heart find that sacred space of grace, clarity, and calm. This is the Luxury Within, a journey of elegance, wisdom, and inner freedom. Podcast Script Part 7, Grace and Greatness, Living with Purpose, Serving with Heart. There's a kind of greatness the world doesn't talk about enough. It doesn't make headlines. It doesn't trend online. It's the greatness of character, the quiet strength of a kind heart, the elegance of someone who gives without expecting anything in return. That's what I call grace and greatness. The kind that shines not in spotlight, but in sincerity. You see, life will always test you, not to destroy you, but to refine you. And every challenge, every heartbreak, every victory is shaping you into someone more grounded, more grateful, more graceful. Part 1, Redefining Greatness. When I was younger, I used to think greatness meant being known. Now I know it means being felt. It's not about how many people admire you. It's about how many people grow because of you. It's not about standing above others. It's about standing with them. True greatness is humble. It doesn't need attention. It creates impact. It doesn't talk about what it has done. It quietly keeps doing it, because grace never shouts, it shines, and greatness never demands, it inspires. Part 2, Living with Purpose. Purpose isn't something you find once, it's something you practice daily. It's not a destination, it's direction. Every morning, you have a choice. Will I live today with meaning, or just motion? Will I react, or will I respond? Will I exist, or will I serve? Living with purpose means aligning your energy with something bigger than yourself. It doesn't have to be a world-changing mission. It can be as simple as making one person's day lighter, smiling at a stranger, listening with empathy, working with integrity. Purpose doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be real. Part 3, Serving with Heart. Service is not about sacrifice, it's about sincerity. It's giving because you have enough, not because you owe. It's leading because you care, not because you need control. I've met many people who are successful, but very few who are peaceful. And the difference is service. When your success becomes service, your peace becomes permanent. I once met a teacher who said, the world doesn't need more successful people, it needs more kind people. And I think that's true, because kindness multiplies silently, and that's how the world heals. Part for the balance between ambition and grace. Ambition is beautiful, it gives us direction, but without grace, it turns into obsession. You can chase goals without losing gentleness. You can dream big without losing presence. That's the art of elegant ambition, to climb with humility, and to succeed with softness. The older I get, the more I realize it's not the achievements that define you. It's how you achieved them. Did you remain kind? Did you lift others as you rose? Did you keep your heart open? even when the world wasn't kind back. That's what makes ambition beautiful. Not the height you reach, but the grace you carry. Part 5. Gratitude as a way of life. Gratitude is the quiet heartbeat of grace. It reminds you that even on your hardest days, there's still something to be thankful for. Every night, I whisper a simple prayer. Thank you for what I have and for what I don't, because sometimes not getting what you want is the universe protecting you from what you're not ready for. Gratitude turns frustration into faith. It turns ordinary moments into sacred ones, and it keeps your soul soft even when life feels hard. A grateful person is never poor, because gratitude transforms everything it touches. Part 6. The legacy of grace. One day, when all the noise fades, when titles don't matter and achievements are forgotten, people will remember one thing: how you made them feel. Did you bring calm or chaos? Did your presence feel heavy or healing? Did your words lift others, or did they leave scars? That's legacy. Not the things you leave behind, but the peace you leave behind. A graceful soul doesn't need statues or applause. Its legacy lives in quiet smiles, in better days created by its kindness, in lives it touched silently, but powerfully. Part 7. The beauty of letting go. To live gracefully, you must learn to let go of control, of ego, of the need to be right. Letting go isn't weakness, it's wisdom, because you can't receive with clenched fists. The universe gives most to those who open their hands and their hearts. I've learned that peace begins when you stop fighting for things that were never meant to stay. Some people come as blessings, others come as lessons. Both are gifts. The more you let go, the lighter you become, and the lighter you become, the easier it is to rise. Part 8. Living a life of gentle power. Gentle power is strength without aggression. It's influence without intimidation. It's calm that doesn't break no matter how loud the world gets. You don't need to prove your worth when you know your truth. You don't need to control others when you trust the flow of life. Gentle power is what the world needs now. More empathy, less ego, more presence, less performance, more hearts that lead, and fewer voices that shout. You can be both kind and strong. You can be both soft and powerful. That is the essence of grace. Part 9. Final reflections. As this journey comes to an end, I want to leave you with this thought. You don't need to change the world. Just touch it with kindness. You don't need to be perfect. Just be real. You don't need to be remembered by many. Just cherished by a few. Live simply. Love sincerely. Give quietly. And walk gently, because your footsteps matter more than you know. Your life is your message. Your peace is your power. Your heart is your legacy. Closing. Thank you for walking this journey with me. From stillness to strength, from language to love, from ambition to grace. If these words have brought you even a little peace, then we have already shared something beautiful. Remember, luxury isn't in possessions, it's in presence. It's not what you wear, it's what you radiate. So, as you go forward, carry yourself with elegance, speak with purpose, and love with a quiet, unwavering heart. Until next time, and for all the times to come. This is Mr. Luxury, wishing you calm mornings, peaceful nights, and a life filled with grace, purpose, and light. Part 8. The Still Mind. Living calm in a noisy world. K law n t tin a p c c c k quan tron non a tip ten thine ca grace and greatness. Heng kia giang turk lab and trong. Lam the now ji ju tam ten jia the ji ji bien now. Sanan nyan ma vien a ji nang leon. The Jew luxury mindset trong NGI hon ciench. Jeng K vien sang trung. BMAP. Trit LS. Chum Rai Hung Fong Cash Mr. Luxury. Podcast Script Part 8. The Still Mind. Living calm in a noisy world. The world has never been louder than it is today. Every second, something calls for your attention. Messages, meetings, media, no's. Everyone is talking, but almost no one is truly listening. And in that chaos, peace has become a rare luxury. That's why today, I want to talk about the still mind. The calm within you that no storm can touch, because real power is not in control, it's in composure. When you master calm, the world no longer shakes you. You move through life like water, soft, clear, and stoppable. Part 1. The noise we create. We blame the world for being loud, but often the loudest noise comes from within. Overthinking, worrying, comparison. The mind becomes a city that never sleeps. I used to live in that city, always running from one thought to another, until one day I realized the noise wasn't out there. It was me. Peace doesn't come when the world gets quiet. It comes when you do. That's when I started training my mind like a muscle, learning to pause between thoughts, to observe without reacting, because awareness is silence in motion. It's the elegant pause between chaos and clarity. Part 2. The art of pausing. We live as if stopping means failing, but in truth, pausing is a superpower. A pause before you answer, a pause before you react, a pause before you decide. That single second can save relationships, careers, and peace of mind. Every wise person I've met shared this in common. They think slowly, speak gently, and act intentionally, because silence is not weakness, it's wisdom choosing its words carefully. Try this today. Before you respond to anything stressful, breathe once, deeply. You'll be surprised how much your tone changes when your breath leads, not your ego. Part 3. Inner clarity. A still mind is a clear mind, and clarity is luxury. When your thoughts are calm, you see reality as it is, not as fear paints it. You stop chasing every distraction, and you start choosing your direction. Clarity brings confidence, because confusion is simply noise. When the water of your mind settles, the reflection becomes perfect. So whenever life feels uncertain, don't react, reflect. Let the storm pass. Your clarity will return, like the sky after rain. Part 4. Digital silence. We are addicted to stimulation screens, updates, validation, but peace doesn't live in notifications. It lives in the moments between them. Once a week, I take what I call a luxury break. No phone, no social media, no no's, just silence, tea, and thought. At first, it feels uncomfortable. Then, it feels like home. Digital silence resets your nervous system. It reminds you that you're not a machine, you're a soul, and your soul doesn't need Wi-Fi to connect. Part 5. Calm is strength. People mistake calmness for indifference, but calm people aren't careless, they're centered. They've learned that reacting doesn't solve chaos, it joins it. Calmness is a shield. It allows you to lead with grace, not fear. It's what makes a true professional stand out, not just skill, but serenity. When you stay calm, others trust you, because your stillness tells them, it's okay, we can handle this. That's real leadership, the kind that speaks without shouting. Part 6, the luxury of slow living. Fast isn't always efficient. Sometimes the fastest way to clarity is to slow down. I've learned to walk slower, to speak slower, to even think slower, because when you slow down, you see details others miss. The beauty of light through a window, the sound of your own footsteps, the rhythm of your breath. Slow living is not laziness. It's mindfulness disguised as grace. And that, my friend, is luxury, to be fully where you are, not halfway somewhere else. Part 7, the power of quiet leaders. Some of the most powerful people I've ever met were quiet, not shy quiet. Their words were few, but everyone carried weight. Quiet leaders don't dominate rooms. They elevate them. They don't seek attention. They command respect, because true influence doesn't shout, it resonates. If you ever doubt the strength of silence, remember this: the ocean makes no noise, yet it shapes continents. Part 8, peace as a daily practice. Peace isn't a destination. It's a discipline. You create it by what you consume, what you say, and what you allow. Guard your mind like a luxury home. Not everything deserves entry. Filter your energy like fine art. Only what's true, kind, and necessary belongs there. Your peace is sacred. Protect it fiercely, because everything good in your life grows from it. Closing the quiet revolution. The future doesn't belong to the loudest voice. It belongs to the calmest presence. The world needs fewer arguments and more awareness, fewer critics and more creators, fewer egos and more empathy. So as you go forward, remember, stillness isn't the end of motion. It's the mastery of it. Let your calm become contagious. Let your silence speak volumes. And let your life, your peaceful, powerful life, be the proof that elegance and strength can coexist. Until next time, this is Mr. Luxury, reminding you to breathe deeply, speak gently, and carry the stillness of peace wherever you go. And that brings us to the end of today's journey, a journey through grace, purpose, and inner stillness in a world that moves too fast. Remember, true greatness isn't found in noise or fame, but in the quiet power of a peaceful heart. Live with intention, serve with love, and when life gets loud, return to your still mind, that calm space within you, where clarity, strength, and peace are always waiting. Every day is a new chance to live gracefully, to give selflessly, and to walk gently through this world, not to impress, but to inspire.